Hello everyone, welcome back to GK Today. This is Nuzhat Sana, and in this video we'll be doing the current affairs for 28th of August 2024. In today's session we'll discuss different topics like hybrid rocket, female national racing champion, then there is Tanagar 1 satellite, methane emissions, Kanu. Then we'll be discussing the location of Amrabad-Tiger-Reserve, Lakhpati-Didi-Sammelan, Sapno-Ki-Udaan and BHISHM-Cubes. Okay, these are the different topics that we would be covering today in this session. Okay, so now let's start with the session. The very first question is, recently which country launched its first reusable hybrid rocket named as Rumi 1? Correct answer here is A option, India. A Tamil Nadu based startup has launched India's first reusable hybrid rocket named as Rumi 1, and the launch took place from a mobile platform in the city of Chennai. The rocket basically aims to advance the research on global warming and climate change. Also, it is powered by a hybrid motor, and it has an electrically triggered parachute deployer as well. It carried 3 CUBE satellites to monitor the cosmic radiation, UV radiation and air quality. Also, it deployed 50 picosatellites so as to study the accelerometer readings, altitude and ozone levels to understand the environmental dynamics in a better way. Okay, so here correct answer is A option, India. India has launched its first reusable hybrid rocket named as Rumi 1. Talking about the hybrid rocket, what year was the first successful hybrid rocket flight? So the first successful hybrid rocket flight took place in 1933. Now, apart from it, what mechanism triggers the parachute deployment in advanced recovery system? This is electronic altimeter. Then name the highest energy particles that are found in the cosmic rays. These are ultra high energy cosmic rays. And what is the basic material which is used in modern parachute canopies for the recovery system? This is the nylon. Nylon is used in this type of parachute canopies. Okay. Which spacecraft provided the first direct evidence of cosmic ray modulation? This is the Voyager 1, and it provided the first direct evidence of cosmic ray modulation. It was launched by NASA in the year 1977. Okay, it is a part of the Voyager program. And what shielding method is used to protect the astronauts from these type of cosmic radiation? So water or polyethylene shielding is basically used to protect our astronauts from the cosmic radiation. Now moving to the next question. Recently, who became the first female national racing champion from India? Correct answer here is B option, Diana Pundole. Okay, she is a teacher and a mother from Pune. She won the national championship in the saloon category at the MRF Indian National Car Racing Championship 2024 that took place in Chennai. Her victory is an inspiration for the aspiring female racers, and she balanced numerous challenges including the family life to achieve the success. Her win highlights her determination, and obviously she broke the barriers in the male dominated motorsport industry. Okay, so Diana Pundole became the first female national racing champion from India. Okay, talking about the motorsport, who won the first Formula 1 World Championship? This is Giuseppe Farina. Okay, Giuseppe Farina won the first Formula 1 World Championship, and this championship took place in 1950. Okay, then talking about the female racers, who was the first woman to race in the Indian Police 500? This is Janet Guthrie. Okay, Janet Guthrie was the first woman to race in the Indian Police 500, and with this she made her debut in 1977. Also she competed in NASCAR. Okay, then which female driver has won the Daytona 24 hours race multiple times? This is Catherine Legge. Okay, she has not only won the Daytona 24 hours race, but also she drives in various motorsports. Okay, who was the first female driver in F1? This is Maria Teresa de Phillips. These are some of the static questions you can be asked. And talking about the city of Chennai, which famous beach is located in Chennai? This is the Marina Beach. Which historic temple is dedicated to Lord Shiva and it lies in Chennai? This is the Kapileshwar temple. Okay, and when was the Madras High Court established? It was established in 1862. Moving to the third question. Recently, which space organization has launched Tanagar 1 satellite to to track the methane emission? Correct answer here is D option, NASA. NASA has launched the Tanagar-1 satellite to track the methane emission, and this satellite was launched using a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket from Vandenberg Space Force Base in California. Okay, it was developed by NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory and other partners. The mission basically aims to detect major carbon dioxide and methane emission. Also, it focuses on monitoring the greenhouse gases that contribute to global warming, and Tanagar-1 uses advanced spectrometer technology to track the emission. Also, it measures the light wavelengths to identify the specific gases by their infrared signatures. The satellite can monitor 130,000 square kilometers of emissions daily, and emission data will be publicly available to help global reduction efforts. Okay, so NASA has launched the Tanagar-1 satellite so as to track the methane emission. Now, talking about NASA, yesterday we have talked about their Apollo 11 mission. You can be asked that which NASA mission first landed the humans on the moon. So this was Apollo 11 mission, okay, and it was launched in the year 1969. Two astronauts, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, were the crew members, and Neil Armstrong was the first human to step onto the moon, right? Now, talking about the methane emission, which animal is a significant natural resource of the methane emission? So basically the cows are a significant natural source of methane emission. Why? Because methane is released during their digestive process, especially enteric fermentation. Okay, so each cow can produce around 100 kgs of methane annually. Fine, and methane from cows greatly contributes to the greenhouse gases. Second question you can be asked is, what is the primary component of natural gas? So this is the methane. And talking about the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket, when did the first Falcon 9 rocket launch occur? It took place in 2010. And which SpaceX mission was the first to successfully land a Falcon 9 booster? It is CRS-8. And how many Merlin engines power the first stage of Falcon 9 rocket? So total 9 engines are used in the first stage of Falcon 9 rocket. Okay, moving to the next question. Recently, South Indian Adivasi Knowledge Center known as KANU was launched in which Indian state? Correct answer here is B option, Karnataka. So the Tribal Health Resource Center in BR Hills in the state of Karnataka has launched KANU, which is a South Indian Adivasi Knowledge Center. KANU means evergreen forest in Kannada and Solega. Okay, and KANU basically aims to be the first knowledge center which is dedicated to the past, present and culture of South Indian Adivasi communities. It will have total 3 branches. First is the library, and second is an annotated bibliography, and the third one would be a co-written book. Okay, so the KANU library will be inaugurated and the bibliography will be available online in September, and this initiative was started by the Adivasi leaders, scholars and the researchers with long-term connections to these communities. Okay, so a South Indian Adivasi Knowledge Center known as KANU was launched in the state of Karnataka. Fine. Talking about the BR Hills, which we are talking in this question, which river is the closest to the BR Hills in Karnataka? This is the Kaveri River. Okay, and anyways, what is the full form of BR in the BR Hills? This is the Biligiriranga Hills. Okay, and in which district of Karnataka is BR Hills located? So this is Chamarajnagar. Okay, talking about the Soliga tribe, what is the traditional occupation of the Soliga tribe? They practice agriculture and they depend on forest produce. In which Indian state is the Soliga tribe predominantly found? So they are found in the state of Karnataka mainly. Name the sacred hill which is associated with the Soliga tribe. So it is the BR Hills, means Biligiriranga Betta Hills. Okay, talking about this Adivasi Knowledge Center, what questions you can be asked? First of all, which is considered the first Adivasi Knowledge Center in India? The name of this center is KANU. Okay, and in which year was the Tribal Cooperative Marketing Development Federation of India founded? So it was founded in 1987. Moving to question number 5. Amrabad-Tiger-Reserve recently seen in the news is located in which Indian state? Correct answer here is A option, Telangana. The state government has approved the relocation of 4 villages from the core area of Amrabad-Tiger-Reserve, and it is located in the Nagar Kurnool and Nalgonda districts of Telangana. Basically, it covers some part of the Nallamala forest as well. Okay, so it make it one of the largest tiger reserves in India, and ATR is the second largest tiger reserve in terms of core area. Originally, it was the part of Nagarjuna Sagar Srisailam Tiger Reserve, and later it becomes the Amrabad-Tiger-Reserve after Telangana's state bifurcation. And the Srisailam and Nagarjuna Sagar dams are fed by the Krishna river and streams originating in ATR. Okay, so Chenchu tribe lives in this Amrabad-Tiger-Reserve, and the area has dense grass and various tree species that are found here. Okay, so simply we have to remember the location of Amrabad-Tiger-Reserve. It lies in the state of Telangana. Fine. Talking about Amrabad-Tiger-Reserve, when was this tiger reserve established as a separate entity? So it was formed in 2014. Which two districts is ATR located in? So it is located in Nagar Kurnool and Nalgonda districts. And which tribal community resides in this tiger reserve? This is the Chenchu tribe. Okay. Talking about the Krishna river, which two major dams are fed by the Krishna river? These two dams are Srisailam and Nagarjuna Sagar dams. And in which state does the Krishna river originate? So it originates in Maharashtra. And if we talk about the Nallamala forest, which tiger reserve is part of the Nallamala forest? Obviously it is Amrabad Tiger Reserve. And which other significant forest reserve is located in the Nallamala ranges? This is Nagarjuna Sagar Srisailam Tiger Reserve. Okay, and if we talk about the Telangana state bifurcation, when did Telangana state officially became a separate one? So it became a separate state in 2014. Which state was Telangana part of before becoming independent? So Telangana has been separated out from the state of Andhra Pradesh. And what is the capital city of Telangana after being divided? So this is the Hyderabad. Hyderabad is the capital city of Telangana. Okay. Let's come to question number 6. Recently, where was the Lakhpati-Didi-Sammelan held? Correct answer here is the option Jalgaon in the state of Maharashtra. The Prime Minister visited Maharashtra and Rajasthan recently, and in Jalgaon in the state of Maharashtra, he participated in the Lakhpati-Didi-Sammelan, where he distributed some certificates and honored 11 lakh new Lakhpati Didis. Okay, so since the Lakhpati Didi Yojana began in 2023, 1 crore women had become Lakhpati Didis. Women who became Lakhpati during the third term of his government were recognized. Also, he released a 2500 crore rupees revolving fund which benefited 48 lakh members of 4.3 lakh self-help groups, and he disbursed 5000 crore rupees in bank loans to benefit 25.8 lakh members of 2.35 lakh self-help groups. So Lakhpati Didi scheme aimed to create 3 crore Lakhpati Didis through women's self-help group. Okay, basic aim is to create 3 crore women Lakhpati Didis through self-help group. Okay, so what is the venue for Lakhpati-Didi-Sammelan? Here answer is Jalgaon in the state of Maharashtra. Talking about Lakhpati-Didi Yojana, when did the Lakhpati-Didi Yojana officially begin? It began in 2023. What is the goal of the Lakhpati-Didi Yojana in terms of the number of women to be benefited? Answer is 3 crore women, and here it is written. And what is the total revolving fund that has been released as a part of Lakhpati-Didi Yojana? The amount is 2500 crore rupees. Then if we come to self-help groups, in which country did self-help groups originally gain prominence for rural development? This is the country India. Which international organization has significantly supported the self-help groups in developing nations? This is the World Bank. And what is the typical objective of forming a self-help group? This is economic empowerment and microfinance. Okay. Now talking about Maharashtra state, which is the largest city in Maharashtra by population? This is Mumbai. Also don't forget that Mumbai is the entertainment city of India as well. And what is Maharashtra's rank in terms of GDP among the Indian state? So Maharashtra is ranked at first position in terms of GDP among the Indian states. Which traditional dance form originated from Maharashtra? This is the Lavadi dance. Okay. Now moving to the question number 7. Which ministry recently released the e-magazine named as Sapno-Ki-Udaan? Correct answer here is Ministry of Education. The Union Ministry of Education released the first edition of the e-magazine Sapno-Ki-Udaan, and this release coincided with the National Space Day, which is celebrated every year on 23rd of August from the last year. And Why this day? Because this day celebrates the Chandrayaan 3 mission's Vikram lander soft landing on the moon's south pole on August 23, 2023. Okay, so this e-magazine, which is available online on the NCERT portal, was launched virtually by the Union Ministry of Education with participation from other education officials, and the inaugural edition focuses on space and Chandrayaan missions, featuring the articles, poems and more. And Sapno-Ki-Udaan is produced by NCERT and the Department of School Education and Literacy. Okay, so Sapno-Ki-Udaan has been released by Ministry of Education. Talking about the Chandrayaan 3 mission, which year did the Chandrayaan 3 mission successfully land on the moon's south pole? This is the year 2023. You can be asked about the name of the lander that was used in the Chandrayaan 3 mission. This is the Vikram lander was used. And which organization is responsible for these type of missions? Correct answer is ISRO. This is the Space Agency of India, and full form is Indian Space Research Organization. Then if we talk about NCERT, full form is National Council of Educational Research and Training. In which year was NCERT established? So it was established in the year 1961. Who is the target audience for NCERT's publication? So the school students are the target audience for their publication. What is NCERT's primary focus? So primary focus is educational research and training. Talking about space exploration, which was the first artificial satellite to orbit the Earth? This is the Sputnik 1. Okay, so Sputnik 1 was launched in the year 1957 and it was developed by the Soviet Union. Fine. Then what year did humans first land on the moon? Just we have talked about it. Answer is 1969, and Neil Armstrong was the first person to land on the moon. Who was the first human to travel into space? This is Yuri Gagarin. Okay, Yuri Gagarin was the first human to travel into space in the year 1961, and his spacecraft was named as Vostok. Fine. Now moving to the next question. Shikhar Dhawan, who recently announced his retirement, is associated with which sports? Correct answer is C option, cricket. Shikhar Dhawan announced his retirement from international and domestic cricket on 24th of August 2024, and his last match was for Punjab Kings in April 2024 in the IPLs. Also, he played 269 international matches, scoring 24 hundreds, 17 in ODIs and 7 in Test. Fine. So his final game for India was in ODI against Bangladesh in December 2022. Also, his nickname is Gabbar. He is known as Gabbar, and he made his ODI debut in 2010, and then he set a record for the fastest Test century by a debutant in 2013, and he scored over 5,000 runs in ODIs with a 40 plus average and 90 plus strike rate. So he played for Delhi Capitals, Mumbai Indians, Deccan Chargers, Sunrisers, Hyderabad and Punjab Kings in the IPL, where he scored around 6769 runs. Fine. So Shikhar Dhawan is a famous cricketer, and recently he was in news because he has announced his retirement. Fine. Now talking about Shikhar Dhawan, what is Shikhar Dhawan's highest individual scores in ODIs? Correct answer is 143, and in the year 2021 he was honored with the prestigious Arjuna Award. Then talking about the one-day internationals, which player has the highest runs in ODIs? This is very famous Sachin Tendulkar. And who has the best bowling figures in an ODI match? This is Chamanda Vas. Moving to the next question. Recently, the Prime Minister of India presented 4 BHISH means Bharat Health Initiative for Sahyog, Hit and methane-emissions to which country? Correct answer here is A option, Ukraine. So Prime Minister was on his visit to Kyiv, where he gifted 4 BHISH-Cubes to Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky. And BHISH-Cubes are compact mobile medical units for emergency care. Each cube is a 15-inch box which is packed with organized medical supplies for different injury types. So they can be transported by air, sea, land or drone, and it weighs up to 20 kgs for its easy handling. So these cubes are part of Bharat Health Initiative for Sahyog, Hit and Maitri to provide swift medical support. Okay, so Prime Minister of India has presented 4 BHISH-Cubes to the country Ukraine. Now talking about the city of Kyiv, which river flows through Kyiv and which is the capital city of Ukraine? So this is the Dnieper river. These days it is very famous. Okay, and what is the primary global organization or which is the primary global organization which sets the global standards for emergency medical unit? This is the World Health Organization. And which portable emergency medical unit is designed for military use in combat zone? This is FST, means Forward Surgical Team. Also, what is the name of the international symbol for medical aid transportation that is used in conflict zone? This is the Red Cross. And which US agency is responsible for the logistics of medical supplies during the federal emergency? This is FEMA, means Federal Emergency Management Agency. Fine. Coming to the last question. Which state government recently launched Subhadra Yojana scheme? This Yojana has been presented by the option Odisha. Who is the current Chief Minister of Odisha? Mr. Mohan Majhi. He launched this Subhadra scheme, promising 50,000 rupees to 1 crore women who are aged between 21 and 60 years. So this scheme has a total budget of 55,825 crore rupees, and it will run from 2024-25 up to 28-29, and funds will be disbursed in 5 annual installments of 10,000 rupees, okay, with 2 payments of 5,000 rupees each. And the payments will be made directly to the beneficiaries' Aadhaar linked bank accounts, and the Subhadra debit card will be issued. Also, incentives of 500 rupees will be given to top digital transaction users in each Gram Panchayat and urban local body. Okay, so Subhadra Yojana scheme has been launched by the state of Odisha. Talking about the Aadhaar, which agency of India issues the Aadhaar cards? It is the UIDAI, means Unique Identification Authority of India. Then in which year was the Aadhaar project initiated? It was started in 2009. Who first envisioned the Aadhaar project? This is Nandan Nilekani. Okay, don't forget that he is the co-founder of Infosys as well. Now, which is the first bank to introduce the debit cards to the Indian market? This is the ICICI Bank. And which international payment network is typically associated with debit card? This is Visa, right? And in what year was the first debit card introduced? So it was introduced in 1966. So this is all about today's current affairs. And now we are coming to our revision slide, where we'll be covering 3 topics as usual. Which are these 3 topics today? First one would be international current affairs, second would be art and culture, and third would be national current affairs. Okay, so first of all, let's come to international current affairs. The very first question is, recently which country has confirmed the discovery of its first deposits of coltan, which is a valuable mineral? This country is Kenya. Recently which country has made immediate changes to an employment visa program? This is the country New Zealand. Sanitary and phytosanitary measures is associated with which organization? These measures are related to World Trade Organization, headquartered lies in Geneva, Switzerland. Recently, Hala Thomas-Dottir has been elected as the president of which country? Correct answer is Iceland. Recently, where was the 6th meeting of India-Japan Joint Working Group on Counter-Terrorism held? The venue for this meeting was New Delhi. Recently, India launched a local currency settlement system with which country? Correct answer is UAE. Adora Magic City is the first homegrown cruise ship of which country? This is the first homegrown cruise ship of the country China. Fine. Coming to the art and culture current affairs. The first question is, Majuli manuscript painting is associated with which Indian state? This painting is related to Assam. Which state is the host of Krishna Veni Sangeetha Neerajanam event? Correct answer here is Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh has hosted this event. Garba, which was included in the list of intangible cultural heritage by UNESCO, is from which Indian state? This is the traditional dance of Gujarat state. Subika paintings which were seen in the news are linked to which community's cultural history? These paintings are related to Meitei community, and a few days back Meitei community was very much in news. That's why you have to remember their paintings as well. A snake carving on stone from the megalithic period was recently discovered in which district of Kerala? This is Kasaragod district of Kerala. Guruvayur Sri Krishna Swami temple, which was recently making news, is located in which Indian state? This temple lies in Kerala. Purana Killa was built on the banks of which river? Correct answer is Yamuna river. Okay. And now the third topic is the national current affairs, where the first question is, recently the Ministry of Coal has initiated India's first ever pilot project for underground coal gasification in which Indian state? So India's first ever pilot project for underground coal gasification has been initiated in the state of Jharkhand. Which state has secured the first position in the medal tally at the Khelo India Youth Games 2023 in Chennai? This is the state of Maharashtra. And the 2023 Khelo India Youth Games took place in Chennai. Don't forget it, okay? What is the denomination of the commemorative coin issued in honor of former Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi? The denomination of this coin is 100 rupees. Where was the biomass-based compressed biogas plant inaugurated in UP recently? This plant has been inaugurated in Budaun. Recently, where was the 17th edition of International Earth Sciences Olympiad held? Venue of this event is Beijing, China. At which place the UP government has recently approved for the development of an artificial intelligence city? This is the city of Lucknow. Which city is the location of recently inaugurated India's first girls military school? So the India's first girls military school has been opened in Vrindavan. Okay. So this is all about the today's session. I hope you have liked it, and in the next slide I am giving you some questions as homework, and these questions are from government schemes. So please read these questions carefully and try to answer as much as you can. Now we'll be meeting tomorrow, and before concluding, let me tell you that these questions are part of our daily 20 MCQ series in GKToday Android application. So if you want the PDF of the lecture, you can subscribe to that course by paying a very nominal fees. Okay. So now we'll be meeting tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nuzhat Sana signing off.